one of the joys of my life that Maury Povich is a regular contributor to the Beltway Football Podcast. And honestly, just a couple minutes we BS a little before the interview starts. I enjoy so much. Maury, thank you for making time for us. How are you, man?
I'm great, JP. I mean, for the last 4 weeks, I'm in perfect health.
I bet. How does this feel? You've been a fan for so long, and you certainly remember the great, great, great years that are so far away. How does this feel to watch Jayden Daniels and to, get the great feelings again?
I am, yeah, I always was, going through all the first round selections that the team has had over the years. You begin to worry after a while as to whether they made a good one. But obviously, I think this is the best one they've made since Robert Griffin, and I wish he was able to play with a Kevlar vest or something. But I'm so excited, and it's just not him. Uh, I think to me, the best thing that the head coach said at the beginning of the year was something that I haven't heard for years when it comes to that football team, and that is, he said, "We're going to play fast." It's been a long time since we could consider that football team fast. And what I've seen in the first 5 weeks, at least on both sides of the ball, in every position, they're faster than they used to be.
You've obviously been a fan for forever. You mentioned RG3 with Jayden, but can you think of another player or another quarterback that's come through that's been as exciting, as invigorating to a fan base as Jayden has so far this year?
No, I mean, hey, look, I go back to Heath Schuler, number one. I mean, way, way back, and they've made a ton of mistakes over the decades, and yet you've got to go back to the Gibbs years to find draft choices that worked out. And look, I go so far back with. I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I'm rooting for Sammy Ball. I mean, we had
Wow.
season tickets, my family, since the TP days in right field with the bleachers there at Griffith Stadium. So, I mean, I've been through Sammy Ball and Eddie LeBaron and Dick Shiner, and you can name the quarterbacks in the 40s and 50s that I've been through. And so to have this kind of excitement, I mean, I think even with RJ3, what Daniels has shown me in the last few weeks, at least, is he's as good a passer as he is a runner, and that's rare. I mean, the only time you're going to see, in fact, I don't want to be blasphemous or anything, but I think I don't want to say this, but I think that he might even have more tools than Lamar Jackson, the guy he's playing on Sunday. I mean, I think he might throw it better than Jackson.
I think, especially if you consider at this stage of their career, right? Like Lamar, 5 games into his NFL career versus Jayden, 5 games in.
Yeah, I mean,
passer, Lamar
was not a good passer in his rookie year.
Right. So, with that said, I mean, 4-game win streak going up to Baltimore. What do you think for this game?
I mean, I think if we can make it the definition of a game, I would be satisfied, whether they win or lose. Just make it a game. Make it so that you have a chance to win in the fourth quarter. That would be phenomenal for me. I mean, the Ravens are an accomplished team. There's no doubt about it. And, probably have as good a defense as the Browns. Plus, you have to deal with that locomotive at running back. So, I mean, if this defense can tackle him, I mean, we're on our way to being a pretty good defense.
So you mentioned Griffith Stadium, obviously RFK, FedEx Field / Northwest Field. What is game day like for you now? Paint us a picture. What do you do when it comes 1 o'clock Eastern and the Commanders are coming on the TV?
Well, first of all, I eat my lunch early. I've got, it's interesting. I like most people who are particular fans and stay at home because they're not around the city where their team is. I mean, I have Sunday ticket. I mean, I just don't have the red zone. I mean, I have Sunday ticket, and is playing when the Commanders are playing. I don't. Only time I'll ever switch maybe is during halftime to catch a red zone replay. But other than that, I mean, I'll be there from 1 to 4:15, whatever happened, and I don't turn it off. I mean, even with the first game when Tampa Bay, started to run, I just wanted to see how individuals played, and I mean, how long has it been since we've seen a linebacker like Mr. Luvu play that quickly? And the one big question, and I asked this before, obviously Dan Quinn has been able to turn this locker room around where everybody thinks that it's a battalion of brothers. So I don't think a reporter has asked yet, and with a firm answer that I can believe in, how did he do this? How do you, in such a short time, make a locker room